The station list report is designed to give you quick and easy access to station audience data. Whether you are looking to see what the top stations are in a market or evaluate how a specific station is performing, you'll find your answers here. New to this report is the ability to select up to 8 audiences at once and stats such as reach, including total, weekly, and daily, and we also have share available within the station list report. So let's build a report. Once again, I'm going to come in and grab the last 4 weeks of confirmed data. I could also build a custom date range if I wanted to. Under audiences, so again, I'll grab adults 2+. I could add any demographic qualifiers that I might want and click add to include this demo in my report. I'll also come in, I'll select another audience, so in this case maybe 25 to 54, and I'll click add. And like I mentioned, you can add up to 8 audiences for a station list report. For stats, I have rating and audience, but you can also see the other stats that are available, share, and all of your reach variables. In this case, I'm just going to grab AMA and rating, but you can include any other stats that you might need for your analysis. For markets and stations, I'm going to use the drop-down. I'm going to grab Total Canada, and it's going to grab the top conventional stations for that area. So in this case, if I open up this window, it's going to tell me it's grabbing the English conventional networks and also the French networks. Now, I'm going to deselect those stations simply by clicking all and unselecting all to remove all those stations, and then come into my specialty group, and I'm going to add all the specialty stations. So using my filter, I'm going to type in specialty. I'm going to see my Canadian Specialty English group appear. I'm going to select that, and you can see that it grabs every station available. If I want to remove a specific station, maybe APTN Plus, it's just the first station. I have nothing against the APTN. It's just luck of the draw. We remove it, click OK, and I can see I have 40 stations added to the report. Once again, I can add a secondary market if I want to, but in this case, since I'm running Total Canada, every other market would be a subset of that, so I don't need to grab one. For day parts, we have a list of predefined day parts here. So we have the full day of Monday to Sunday, 2A to 2A, which I'll select, but I could also grab another one or build anything custom. You can run multiple day parts in the same report. And then my time zones. It defaults to station time, but you'll see a notation here that if you are running share, you'll have to switch this to local time or Eastern time. And then I can run my report. Once the report is done running, it's going to be ranked on the primary AMA. If I want to change my ranking, I can click on any of the column headers and change the ranking. So like if I would do stations, I could do it alphabetical, in ascending or descending, or I can go back to my initial AMA rank. Composition will appear for any demographic that's a subset of the primary. So in this case, I can see for TSN, 39% of the audience is adults 25 to 54. And that's simply taken by dividing the 64.3 for TSN into the 164 for adults 2+. If I want to look for a particular station, I can use my search. I can pull up, say, history, and I can see the numbers for history, or I can go back and maybe even look for space. And for space, I can see if I read across based on a full day rotation. For adults 2+, the average rating is 0.2 with an AMA of 84.8, so 84,800 individuals on an average minute basis. For adults 25 to 54, they have an average minute rating of 0.3 and an AMA of 39.6 and composition of 47%. So 47%, almost half of the space audience is adults is within the age of 25 to 54. If I want to review my report parameters, I can just expand the report parameters option, and I can see all my sourcing that apply to this run. If I want to make any changes to this analysis, I can click on the back arrow in my browser and go back to the template setup and change anything that I need and rerun the report. The report can also be exported to Excel, and you can also save this report for future use or even share it with other users within your organization. To save it, simply give it a report name, client, and any additional notes that you might need. Once again, we can always submit feedback on this report or any comments that you have for us. We'd love to hear from you. And thank you. That concludes the station list report.